So Nvidia has gone up at least 175% year to date. And in this video, we're going to explain why we are going to take a more bearish position on Nvidia today, June 1st. It is now 12:09 p.m. And so if you've been following our channel, you know that we analyze unusual options activity. And so today's unusual options are quite bearish. And so let's analyze that together and show you why and the data on why we are shorting Nvidia now. So if we look at the time stamp here for the options tape, you'll see that these unusual options happened around about an hour ago. This is this one first here at 10:44 a.m. This is 3,500 contracts. You'll see this is done together because this is the same time at the 41-second mark. These are for the July 21s, and this is for the 390 strike puts and the 390 strike calls. And you'll see the same one being done again. This is for 11:20, 36-second mark. This is just less than an hour ago. And same July 21 expiration, 390 strike puts, 390 strike calls, same strikes, and also at 10:59, you'll see here. Same thing, July 21's, 390 strike puts and calls. So all of these could have been done by this same large institutional investor. And if you look at the total here, this is 3,500 plus 1,500 plus 1K is 6,000. So these 6,000 contracts here, when we look at these puts and calls, we believe that they are buying the puts and selling the calls. And what happens when you sell a call that is at 390 strike price? Well, it requires a buying power of about 11,000 per contract. If you don't know how to calculate buying power, we do have a video on that. We'll put a link at the top here if you have info cards turned on. When you sell calls at the 390 strike price, takes 11,000, and since there was a total of 6,000 contracts, this was $66 million. This is an approximation of how much capital was required to put on this trade. And when we look at the July 21s, the reason why we know these are opening orders is because you'll see here, July 21s, which expires in 50 days, that the 390s, the volume here, you'll see here, this is volume, is much greater than the open interest here. So we know these are opening orders on the call side as well. This is also greater than the open interest. So this 390 strike, what they are doing is they are buying this put and then they are selling the 390 calls. And so when we analyze this trade, you'll see that this is a short position, because you can see here that as the price of Nvidia at 394 goes down on the x-axis is price, this profit loss line here goes up. This is above that zero line here on the y-axis, which is the profit and loss. Anything above is profit, anything below is loss. So this is a loss if Nvidia continues to go up. That's why this is bearish, and this is basically like owning shorting 100 shares. That's why it's a negative 100 delta of Nvidia. And the advantage of doing options is that you have a positive theta here, which is good for the trade as time goes on. It actually gains in value. if Nvidia doesn't really go anywhere. And if you did shorted stocks, it would not gain much in value if it didn't move. So also the actual cost of shorting 100 shares would be actually a lot more, because shorting 100 shares is going to be more than that 11,000 buying power. So Nvidia is at $394 per share. So 100 shares requires 39,400, which is definitely greater than 11,000. That was the required buying power of selling that call at 390. So that's why using options to trade using this strategy, this is called a synthetic short strategy, was used. And so this is also why we can see that there is now $66 million shorting Nvidia. And so we are going to take a more bearish approach to this. We see that there was a high of 419 back on this was back on May 30, and so it never quite made it to 420. So that's a very strong resistance level there. And so our thoughts is that for the time being, it will have difficulty breaking that 420 resistance, and so we will be watching these 390 strike price synthetics, this high position on the volume here, and watching it and tracking these unusual options that have been placed, $66 million. So make sure to subscribe and make sure you have the bell icon turned on to notify you whenever we upload new videos when we detect these unusual options. If you're interested in trading other unusual options activity, you can join our membership program, and also you can see how we are trading Nvidia or other stocks as well. If you join our membership, click the join button on our channel homepage to learn more about our channel. All right. Again, smash that like button. Helps us really to continue to provide free content and share our knowledge with everyone as much as possible. Thank you and take care.